Please, 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 please buy my deal. Would somebody please buy my deal? Is that you when you get a new seller contract? You're unsure as to what your deal will do, if it will sell, if it would just sit stale. In this video, I'm gonna break down how we create buyer fear of missing out. It is the ultimate tool to get demand on your deals. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Joel Aponte, and I help real estate investors get consistent deal flow with guaranteed inbound leads, automated follow-up systems, and sales training. Now, with that said, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how we sell our deals and how we get above ask in most of our deals and how we make it easier for the buyer, named Buyer FOMO. This is a methodology I never really heard anybody put it, this way. So I want you to stay till the end. I'm gonna give you a detailed cheat sheet that you can print off and you can start using in your operation to make sure that you have all of the necessary elements to actually get your deal sold. Let me know what follow-up questions you have at the end of the video in the comment section, and we'll cover those in future videos. God bless. But can you tell me the latest update on this deal? I know we've had a lot of inquiries. We're getting a lot of requests. So before we go any further, I wanna preface something on the sales side. On the dispo side. We texted yesterday about one not to say. The other thing is, on all these inquiries, did they confirm that their buyer reviewed all the information before bothering for a field agent access? That's one thing. And then the second thing is, you can always say, let me get back to you and try and schedule them all together. So if you have more than one person, which you have a lot of inquiries going through.
Oh, really? We can do multiple schedulings?
What you might want to do is, and this is again, fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. This is what I'm trying to indoctrinate you on.
Gotcha.
So
It's
let's say
like
I have 4 agents and they all want to show it ASAP. It's like, okay, you want this ice cream, then there's 5 of you and there's only one ice cream. Whoever can do more push-ups can get the ice cream, right? So you're creating fear of missing out, right? So our ice cream is the house. Calling and they're like, I want to show it. Well, you can't. First of all, we need to make sure that your buyer has reviewed all the information. Then it's like, okay, your buyer has reviewed the information. Well, let me get back to you. Give me 2 times that may work for you in the next couple of days. Our phones are melting. Our phones are melting on this deal. Again, what does it say in the email? It says, sellers overwhelmed with showings, does not want to waste time. It is already priced below market. Like, I actually, I probably did a bad job at this, preparing you. But if we go through some of my dispo calls, I actually just go ahead and say, listen, is there a way that your buyer can just make the offer based on the information provided? Because our phone is melting with this so bad. I'm going to have to get back to you on getting you access to the house. And by doing that, you're like, man, if I tell you and you're the buyer's agent, what are you thinking? This is going to go over price. I'm not going to be able to get my buyer the house. It looks like a great opportunity. Mr. Buyer, I'm telling you, if we get to show the house, this is going to fly off the shelf. You're going to have to make an offer quick and you're going to have to make a strong offer. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get a strong buyer. So how do we do that? We've provided all the due diligence up front, matter report, inspection report, pictures. We're telling them, listen, if you look at the email, read the email, Chris. It says sellers overwhelmed with showings and does not want to be bothered, blah, blah, blah. We've done all the work for you. Who are you? We are the attorney in fact. We're not the wholesalers. We're not assigning it. We're not saying none of that more. That's a lesson learned that we had recently, and those are prohibitive words in the MLS world. What I'm getting to is with these people that, first of all, they're inquiring. Obviously, as you know, get them to fill out the form, follow up with them. Whenever they ask for a showing request, tell them, hey, give me 2 or 3 different spots that works for you and your client. I'm trying to stack these up because we're getting, our phones are melting. And the seller is kind of tricky about providing access to the house. That's why we did what we did. That's why we got a 3D Matterport. That's why we got the inspection report. It's not my fault. It's a difficult seller. Give me a couple spots that work for you. I'm trying to stack them back to back. Do you think 20 minutes will work? 15 minutes will work? 20 minutes will work for your clients? Then what you do is you can stack them.
Yeah.
And like one goes at 3, the other one's at 320, the other one's at 340, all in the same day. That way, the guy that's going in sees the guy that's going out.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, so maybe not the exact same time, but like 15, 20 minutes back to back.
Yeah, stacked. Just how much time do you really need to show the house after reviewing the Matterport inspection?
Yeah.
You don't need that much time. to be honest. Some agents will lie. They'll say that they showed the documents. That you gotta make sure. They're like, hey, just making sure. We are expecting above ask, and as a we are the attorney in fact. So absolutely no negotiation, no pricing, no blah blah. All questions are directed to us. Seller's tricky about providing access, and we're just trying to streamline. Our phones is melting. Maybe you can even put them on hold. Let me put you on a quick hold. I got another call. That's sales. That's sales. You're training them what to tell their buyer. Like, hey, this is gonna obviously it's gonna go above ask. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Okay, cool.
So we have our first visit today at 1 p.m. our time. I super emphasize. I spoke to the gentleman, the realtor, made sure that he understood picky buyer, doesn't want to be bothered, don't ask questions to him, ask questions to us, everything. Attorney in fact, you can listen to the recording if you want. It's Hicks, last name Hicks, Doug Hicks. They're going today at 1 our time. I just confirmed with him right now. He's good to go. I sent him that email, the text, and there's a lot of people that want to go. Now that I know that I can stack them, I will try to stack them.
So he's registered and requested a showing.
Yeah,
So
today.
so now he moves to showing requested. Why? Because if not, he'll stay in that stage and he'll get auto follow. Hey, have you reviewed the information? Hey, when are you doing the showing? Right.
Gotcha.
So all these people are people that want to see the house, right? Stop the video real quick. Stop the video. Yeah, this is a back scratcher. I love back scratchers. But what I wanted to tell you about was WiFiFlips University. If you're enjoying this content of this video, I want to help you get your next deal or your first deal with our help. Now, how would you like to get your first or next deal with an active community of real estate investors, step-by-step content, guaranteed inbound leads, and a system, right? An actual system that solves the roller coaster of real estate investing. Now, we all know and we hear the typical complaints from real estate investors. I don't have the right leads. I don't have enough leads. I don't know how to talk to them. I don't know how to convert them. I don't know how to analyze them, blah, 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 blah. Well, we fix that very affordably at the WiFiFlips University. So I invite you to just go to WiFiFlips.com/university, and you'll see a page there in which you'll be able to see what we have to offer. And I think you're going to like it a lot. So enjoy the content. God bless. Funding. I'll tell you what is the preferred funding.
You said VA.
Cash is good. Cash is excellent. We love cash, typically slower.
Okay.
The next one we love, hard money, but that's more for fixer-uppers, right? Cash and hard money is for fixer-uppers.
What's the
next one,
difference?
cash is they've got cash, they're liquid. Hard money,
Yeah.
they still got to do an appraisal. There's a lender involved.
Okay.
They got to prove the house. They will fight your valuation or your buyer's valuation. It's just a whole nother party.
Yeah, because
So
the type of loan.
it's non-traditional financing. Hard money is non-traditional financing. A hard money lender is getting big lines of credit and lending at 14, 16, 13% interest rate and charging them 2, 3, 4, 5 points sometimes.
Yeah.
And they're fun, but they're typically for investors. So that's what hard money is. Conventional is our next favorite. Conventional, why? Because it's a more lenient. The house may need work. The house may need repairs. It does have its basic requirements, but it's typically, a 30-day close, 30 calendar day close. And typically they're not as picky. That doesn't mean that you can sell like a complete fixer-upper, but you can sell a dated grandma house. Right? Think of a dated grandma house that everything's working. You can still finance that with conventional. You can do it with hard money as well, but typically the buyers that pay the most are not investors. The buyers that pay the most are people that just want to buy a house for them or for a sibling. Then you've got VA. The last one that we like, that we don't love, is FHA, first time home buyer assistance loan program, whatever it is. It's only for pretty houses and it's the most picky and it's the slowest one. And the buyer is typically bringing much less money down. So they're not as strong of a buyer. Why do I say that? Why do I say all this? Again, just because you're in the coordinator role doesn't mean that you're not doing sales. You are. So it's like, okay, oh, I see here on your form. So you can see it because when they fill it out, that's a required field. You can see what financing their prospective buyer has. So this is FHA. So Abner, I understand you want to take a look at the house. Tell me, how strong is your buyer? Do they have a pre-approval with FHA? Oh, it's FHA. Okay. I mean, is it acceptable? Yeah. Do we prefer conventional? We do. you know, you're not negotiating the offer for us, but you're setting the tone because you're the first person that talks with them, right?
Sure.
The goal is to get them qualified and start building that fear of missing out. Not be about it. You know, obviously you want to be nice about it, welcoming, professional, just like you are. But you want to start saying, okay, well, our phones are melting. You should put that in your desktop backdrop, just like David has. Open up Slack and screenshot monitor or whatever. You should have our phones are melting on this deal, right? We're really busy. But the thing is, what does it say here? What does it say in the email? Owners are overwhelmed with showing requests and are prioritizing an easy ass sale since they are in the process of moving out. I'm dealing with a difficult seller here. That's why we did all the work up front. Going back to my main question or my main problem right now. So we got the title commitment back. He's very responsive from what I see. Did he get us any info on the panels?
He just sent us the documents that he had. That's all he gave us was those documents that are like
Is it an
contract.
option for him to have Tesla remove them?
You know, I haven't even asked that. Let me put that here.
Because it's either they are paid off or quote
Well,
unquote. So what did he send? What did he?
he says he's got 10-year contract left with them.
Okay, so what does the contract say? We
Second.
don't have a contract.
I
At
thought
least
the
from
document that he sent was a contract. I remember you said he reviewed it and it wasn't too clear on because he
this is a
had
Tesla.
sent
This is a Tesla bill. It's not really.
no.
It says third party will no longer be able to request these documents on your behalf since this option is only available through your Tesla account. If you don't have a Tesla account, so he needs to go into his Tesla account.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a document I uploaded a while ago, which is titled Solar City. See, that's the part I'm confused about because the document he sent us said Solar City panel contract, and then he sent a Tesla bill, which so Tesla owns owns the panels, or I'm confused about that part to be honest. He sent us a document which is uploaded on his contact card, U.S. financing statement addendum amendment. Sorry,
Right here, they're not supposed to have a lien on the house because it says not on the real estate. I need Sydney to help me out with this because I don't
yeah.
understand.
I don't either. And you saw on the email she sent, she said that it shouldn't be a big deal as long as we had a normal buyer,
He says he pays anywhere between 30 to 70,
30 to 90, and he's supposed to also send copies of this payment stubs for that.
30, 30 to 90, but that's in addition to a power bill.
Yeah,
So how
yeah,
much? Okay,
total.
so we need to find, but we don't have so the thing is, we don't have everything that he sent. So did he tell you he sent everything that he has?
You see the last message he said he was going to send us the bills or the payments because he does get two separate bills, right? One for solar, one for city light. He's supposed to send us pictures of them.
So is he okay closing sooner if we need to? If we need to, don't
Yeah,
promise it. Don't promise
yeah.
it. Don't say that we will. It's just, hey, just trying to understand and being proactive on the file. How rigid are you on the April 30th? If we can get close sooner, is that something that you rather do? Not promising anything. You see how I asked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, from my conversations, I think it'll be flexible.
Any questions, Chris?
I don't think so. That was basically it. Was how exact? Because I wasn't sure what
Yeah.
Tesla had to do with the solar panels. I'm still confused about that. It's two totally
I'm-
different things. Go ahead.
I'm too. You know, I'm gonna.
It's separate, no? Because I think he said he's got a car from Tesla.
The thing is, even in the paperwork, it says that only him can get the paperwork. Two questions for Mr. Ricardo. One, reconfirm flexibility if in fact we can close sooner. How does that look for him? Is that
Yeah.
okay or what? We're just trying to be proactive. If sooner, how soon, blah, blah. Two, have him call Tesla and have him call the Sun City people to request a copy of the contract. On the information that he has sent us, we just don't see when the 10-year terms end. What are the responsibilities? What are the terms? We just don't see it, and we need to. Is it an option for them to take the equipment out of the house? If we wanted to pay it off, how much is it? He probably doesn't know, so that's why he needs to get it from the companies directly.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so are you ready to sell your deals faster at a better price? I want you to go to WiFiFlips.com/buyer packet. And you're going to be able to download a free cheat sheet of the key elements you need put together for your deals. Now, this is going to help you get your deals sold faster and for a better price. Now, let me know in the comments below, Joel, you are a house buying machine, and what sort of follow-up questions you have that we can cover in future videos. God bless.